in every single one. You'll also notice that there are less stocks in this video, in this account, than the last time I give you an update. And that is because this is my retirement account. I can't access these funds until I'm at least 55. So I want to make sure that what I select is really what I want to have in here for decades. If I don't think it's going to be doing well decades from now, then I don't want it in the portfolio. And I'll explain why I have these 6 here, and ideally I want to go down to 5. So I have Ford in here up 11%, VU up 8%, Vici up 12%, BND up 3%, IAU up 4%, and SWBI up 4% as well. I'm almost at 100 shares of Ford. I have Ford with such a huge weight in here because I wanted to get it up to 100 shares so I can start wheeling it for extra profit in the Roth IRA, because profit from the options contracts that I write are going to be tax-free. So once you get it up to 100 shares, you can start writing contracts where you'll make a little bit extra income. You basically let people use your shares for a quick summary of what options is. So I'm trying to build this up to 100 shares. And then once I get to 100, I am backing off of Ford, and my biweekly contributions to this portfolio are only going to be going into VU, Vici, BND, IAU, and SWBI. So once I get up to 100 shares in Ford, the profits that I make, the extra income that I make off of rolling out contracts, is going to go to building up SWBI. And ideally, I want to have just one of like Ford or SWBI here, because I plan to get up SWBI up to 100 shares and wheel it as well. VU is a staple that's staying here till the end of this account. This tracks the market, the S&P 500, and I have a huge weight on VU. It is like, obviously I've been pouring stuff into Ford recently, but with the exception of Ford, VU is supposed to be about 75% of what I put in here. Vici is a real estate company. I'm big on them too. I think they're doing great. So I will keep putting money into them. BND is the bond market. So this is kind of gives me a hedge in my portfolio. So that's what that is. IAU is gold. It tracks the price of gold. So it's like having gold as an investment in this portfolio. And SWBI is Smith & Wesson. It's handguns and utility. It's a utility stock, things like that. So the staples of this portfolio are 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 right here: VU, Vici. It's S&P 500 with VU, real estate with Vici, the bond market with BND, and then IAU is gold. SWBI, I started building up a little early. I should have waited to buy any SWBI until I finished Ford, but I got excited. So I did have Eli Lilly in here. I took Eli Lilly out because it is just so inflated. It's it is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's at an all-time high, or it recently hit an all-time high, and I feel like it is so overvalued. So I removed it. I got a profit on it, of course, though. But I sold it so to kind of narrow it down here so I can compound quicker with these 6, soon to be 5. So, yeah. We're doing pretty well. I'm so happy that they're all in the green right now. And that might not stay like that, obviously. It probably won't. I'd be surprised if it did. But it's encouraging for now to know that just keep putting money in, down or up, down or up, down or up, and you eventually get up. So when these go down again, great. It's an opportunity. It's a sale. So I'll keep putting money in. Yeah, if you guys are doing a Roth IRA, I would highly suggest either VU or SPY that tracks the S&P 500. I would recommend Vici or O, some sort of real estate stock. I think would be a good thing to throw in there if you wanted more diversity. If you want to keep it real simple, if you want to have a retirement account, a Roth IRA, but you don't know anything about stocks, just do VU or just do SPY. That tracks the S&P 500. That is the simplest way to invest. Just do that. You are going to probably have better returns than I will by dividing it into these 5. So over the length of now till you retire. So I would highly recommend doing that. But if you are itching for a little more, like I am, then you can do what I'm doing, where I have VU or SPY as your S&P 500 stock, your ETF, Vici for real estate, or you can do O for real estate. There's also some other ones out there I don't know as much about. BND, that tracks bonds. IAU is gold. Yep. And then I have some fun little ones here with Ford and SWBI. But my risk is definitely pulled out right now. That's like maxed out because I have so many shares in Ford because I'm trying to get to 100. If something were to happen with Ford, like it were to go down just 10%, that's almost my entire portfolio would go down 10% because I have such a weight in Ford right now. So much of my money in this portfolio is in Ford. $1,500 in this portfolio, 1,000 of it's in Ford, to give you some contrast. So yeah, that's kind of just where my Roth IRA is at. Not a whole lot to share, but yeah, definitely trimming it out. And as time goes on, you'll see that in these updates, I'll have less and less in the portfolio. Heck, in 5 years, it might come down just to VU, and I'll have to bring it down to a yearly update because it won't be fun anymore. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and get those post notifications on. Subscribe down below, hit the like button. It really helps me out, encourages me to give you guys more updates, and the next video will be out in no time. So I'll see you guys.